Welcome back to Moneywells Prison. My name is Marcus Johnson, I'm your warden, and today we're going to have a little look at our first set of inmates. And I shouldn't press that button ever again. That actually scared me because it's really loud. So, welcome back to Moneywells Prison, and today we're going to have a little look at our prisoners that just arrived. We have 6 of them. So, first of all, we have the alcoholic Alex Hornick. And how do we know he's alcoholic? Well, in the last episode, as we stopped exactly at this point, we found out that he was trying to smuggle alcohol into the prison. That's not very nice. It's not very nice, Hornick. So, what do we know about Alex Hornick? So, he's sentenced 4 years for multiple crimes, including violent disorder and violent disorder. That's redundant. So he has 2 cases of violent disorders that he have pleaded guilty. He have actually been like, yeah, I did that. And you know, bringing alcohol to the prison probably shows us that he's a bit of a wild card, right? So we have to keep an eye on Hornick. I'm pretty sure he's going to try to mess things around. And he have apparently already served drunken disorderly behavior. Yeah. Bringing alcohol to prison. I'm not surprised. He also served 6 years for kidnapping. And he made 1 year for an assault. So, yeah, I would guess that he's probably have some gang connections. That wouldn't surprise me. Then we have Mercy. Your guards better make sure they've gotten all their taser certifications. They'll be needing it. He's sentenced 16 years for arson. Oh, don't give this guy a lighter. But they've already served 8 years, so we're only going to hang out with Jameso for, you know, about 8 years. Probably enough time to get to know him a bit better. Then we have Dan Brindley, sentenced 2 years for possession. So, you were running around with drugs, eh? Bad for you, mate. Welcome to Moneywells. And what is this guy standing on some clothes? I guess that makes him hard to click on. But we can do a tap trick, and there we go. Sentenced 8 years for blackmail. God damn it, mouth, do what I want. So this guy, he was spending his time blackmailing people. I mean, Ian Cadwallader. Did I ever say his name? Cadwallader? Wallader? Well, I'm going to say Cadwallader because I prefer that. It only served 8 years for another case of blackmail, and he have also been involved in violent disorder, bribes, burglary. He has quite a list of sentences behind him. So we're going to have to rehabilitate Mr. Cadwallader, and maybe we can use him to blackmail some of our other prisoners and get some money. Maybe. I'm not sure we can do that. But still. And we have Felix Smith. And he got that cool head bandana thing going. And he's sentenced 7 years for carjacking. What do you think this is, Mr. Smith? GTA? Psh. You are going to have a heck of a time here at Moneywells, I'm going to tell you that, Mr. Smith. Then we have Richard Dagger Atkinson. Richard Atkinson has connections with the armed robbery of approximately 10 billion from a security company. He took 2 security employees hostage at gunpoint and then handcuffed both, injecting them with an unknown substance to disable them. Sentenced 27 years for multiple crime, including bribery, fraud, and forgery. And somehow the thing in his story here doesn't actually hook up with his massive list of forgery, blackmail, forgery, fraud, and bribery. But yeah, I mean, if he's involved in 10 billions, I want to be friends with him. Like, why wouldn't I? Don't question me. So this is our prisoners now, and we're going to get plenty more where they come from, but I think it's good to come to know them a bit. So yeah, bring them in. Guards, bring them to the cells. So when we stopped last time, we had set up this setup right now. I warned that this is a bad place, and it really is. So first thing first, while we are getting people in place, since we have a little bit more money now, I want to set up a fence, you know, just make sure that things are under control. I'm going to put a door there so we can go in and serve this area. Yeah, but if they try to dig out, they're going to have to dig out all the way. That's where we're going with that. So we're setting up a proximity area from the outside. And you guys, you're eating? You're enjoying the food? You like the food? Actually, that's something we should look up. How are their needs? We don't have a... Oh, we need a psychologist. I guess we should unlock that. We also need the maintenance and the legal and the education and everything. This is pretty cheap though. And I think we're putting those on the list. So if we... Right now we're only housing the prisoners, but we want to rehabilitate them and make them to good citizens to, you know, carry the weight of the nation and stuff like that. It's important for all of us. So, apparently we have one prisoner that were impossible to lock up. I don't know why. We have 5 prisoners. We have 6 cells and 1 holding cell. I don't know. What's going on here? Low risk, normal risk. Well, I mean, fine, but... Is it this box? Can somebody dump this box? I don't want it. Anyway, they should be pretty sad with us soon, because, I mean... Oh, this cell is... Why is this cell not good? I have no idea. So, well, anyway. What's the next thing we can look up? I want to look up something. We are currently trying to get some money. And while we do that, actually, if we do some planning here, we can actually let the time running slightly slower so we can keep track. So, I want this to be our new... like common room. Maybe we should just go with like have this to be one big common room in the center. Maybe that's where we're going with this. But I am considering to put like a wall and try to use this area to something. I don't know what. It's sort of stupid right now how we have designed that part. Maybe the common room should be up here and we can use something down here. We can put some cells down here maybe. That's a possibility. You know what, if we go in here and we clone, use the clone tool to copy this. So the cell, if we would build the cell in the other direction, it should be fine. Yeah. Let's do that. We should be able to fit one cell here. Go. It's a bigger cell though. It's bigger than it needs to be. Let's not do that. So it needs to be 2 by 2. 2, 2. That means that we lock it up like this and this. That's what we need. Now we need a door, of course. We need the toilet set up. Don't think that's going to do it, but let's try. Oh, we have a rainy day. That's sad. We have 2 drains, so we don't have to pay for them. That's good. We put the bed right there. So we have another cell popping up. We can have another prisoner that can, you know, have a nice time hanging out here. It's going to be great. Oh, the warden is coming over. What is this all about? We need a guard to open this door, please. There we go. We have no prisoners in the holding cell right now. I guess that's good though. That means that we currently everybody have an individual cell, and that's how we want it. So I like that. You know what? I'm going to help out. Oh, we have a guard already. Let's open this door for you guys. It's going to be fine. Should be good. The thing with having this few guards, you sort of have to jump in and help out a bit. The door is open. Okay, now we have another cell. It's going to be great. We actually need to hook it up to water though. That's sort of important. So let's do that. And we should be done. Should be all good. And now we can start working on the common room in the middle here. So let's start with it, I guess. It's a dark, rainy day. There we go. Common room. And I mean, I'm not really trusting this, guys. But on the other hand, if you're nice to the prisoners, it's also a good way of keeping things calm, dandy. And we are currently they don't have that many ways to talk to people, so we're going to put in some phones. And we're putting in a pool table, because why not? Pool is fun. We can also put like a bin right there. I'm gonna put a bin here as well. So it should be all nice. And we can put one sofa up here as well. Why not? There we go. We're also going to need to put in some stuff. We can put them outside in the yard here. We can put in a few training things. It's good for them to have something to do, and it makes the prisoners happy. You can also put in a radio. Why not? A radio could be nice. Have something to listen to in the common room. Put in some music. It would be nice. And I think this will solve some of the issues that the prisoners would have with us if we didn't do it. Okay, nice. Now let's see. We don't have any current grants going, so let's deal with that. This is to what we need to raise to 15. Yeah, we can do that. And then we have inmate health and well-being, medical yard, and have a psychiatrist. I want to do that, so that's cool. Let's do it. Now, I feel like we need more room. Let's put in 6K. I want 6K. 6-8 over here, and we will expand this place. We're also going to add this area because that's just dumb. And we should be able to put in more prisoners up there. It should be fine. And they're all snoring and having a good time. This guard is pissed off for some reason. I don't know why. Maybe he feels that he's not treated respectfully. I don't know. This actually, that's a radio. You know what we can, you guys might, you know, can make you guys a bit happier? Have a TV. That will be nice to you guys. Have a TV. You're having a hard job. You can need a TV to just have a break. It will be great. Now, everybody's sleeping. It's all nice. And we are starting to build this area. It's going to be great. And so far we haven't had a single major catastrophe. So I don't know if that's going to last. But for as long as it's calm, we are doing good, I think. Didn't we have 6 prisoners? Why do I miss one? Why is he not in the holding cell in that case? Oh, it's over here and it's like, I need to go to the bathroom. Can somebody explain for me what's wrong with his cell? Like, why is this guy not brought to a cell? Like, hey, can somebody go and deal with him? Because this is going to be a problem. You deal with that guy. Why can't you go to a cell? I don't get it. There's a cell, perfectly fine cell right here. Oh wait, is the door busted? Okay. Why is the door busted? Dismantle that door. Get me a new door, guys. This is not okay. So yeah, he's just like, I need to go to the bathroom, guys. Like, please. Now these guys are currently have to go all the way over here to this staff room. I don't feel like that's great. That's not a perfect solution in any way. We have the money, so let's get a workman in here to deal with this issue so I can get going. This. Yeah, fix the door. Okay, cool. Now put another door in. There we go. We can get an automatic door system coming in time, but right now it's not really in the world, sadly. We can get a foreman though, and that gives us janitors and stuff, and I need that, so it's fine. I don't know why this place have no energy though. That makes really no sense to me. Oh, it's too far away. Well, let's do this. It should probably solve the situation, I think. Open the door. Open the door. Hold the door. Now... put the door right there, and then we can tell you guys to dismantle this wall. And we can dismantle this thing, and we have an access. Cool. Do it. Yeah, put in the door. Cool. We now have this entire giant new piece of land to deal with. It's going to be great. Looking forward to it. I'm also looking forward to having more guards, and I'm considering just we have too little money right now, but we should deal with it. Also, is this still not working? It works perfectly fine. There's no contains. Yeah, I understand this. Why is this prisoner not being brought to this cell? You are making me uncomfortable with your weirdness. Anyway, we have some money, and what we most of all need right now is actually a little bit more cells, so we can host a few more prisoners and have a little bit more money to mess about with. So let's put in a few more cells and get going, I guess. That. Electronics is probably going to be needed as well, won't it? Well, let's pull this up here. We should be fine. We have 2 fine cells. What's going on here? Are you stuck in the table? Is that a thing? Let's dismantle this table and see what's happening. We need to get this prisoner... free this prisoner from his prison. Actually, lock open for the moment. 1 door less for the guards to have to deal with. Yeah, we locked both of these open for now. It's not really safe, but we have this door, so it should be fine. You're on a break. You just dumped all this stuff. That is not okay. Okay, are you free now? Please tell me he's free. Let's dump those clothes. I mean, those clothes are magical and pops up from nowhere, so I actually just paid for them, but that's a different story. Oh, we haven't... Oh, he needs solitary confinement and we haven't marked off any solitary. Ah, that makes so much more sense. Why does... Oh, it's because he had alcohol in the beginning. Ah, that makes more sense. I'm an idiot. I'm a complete idiot. So, cool. Now we have solitary cells and now he should be able to be forced into a solitary cell. And I'm sort of going to be like, you know... Anyway, oh yeah, lockdown 6 hours, and that feels unfriendly as heck to put him in lockdown for 6 hours, but that's what we're going to do. He's going to be locked up in a cell, and he's going to be able to poop and shower and all the stuff that he needs. He seems very tired, and he's so hungry. He's so hungry. He's so hungry though. But we won't feed him. We will lock him up in a cell for 6 hours and then we'll feed him. And hopefully he haven't starved by then. But that is not sure. Why are you putting him in solitary? I told you to lock him up. God damn it. Pretty sure I told you to lock up. That means the cell. Move him. Oh, you gave him food. Everything is fine now, actually. Okay, I'm happy for him. He's got locked up and stuff. I don't really know why. It seems vaguely unnecessary to lock him up 6 hours now when we are actually serving him in this place. And I think he pooped on the floor. Yep. Yeah, I think he did. So there we go. Now, we don't have any sprinkler system in this place, and it feels a bit dangerous, to be completely honest. Because if I remember, stuff happens sometime, and it's just not nice. So let's put in a few sprinklers. We can afford it right now. And also put in a drain by this place, because I also remember water and electricity doesn't actually mix that good. And let's put you... Where did I tell the energy to go? Right there. Okay, good to know. So let's put the sprinkler of this area. Where did you go, sprinkler? I had you a second ago. There we go. There we go. That's where you're supposed to be. Cool. So now I feel more secure if we would have a fire or something happening. we can also demolish these walls right there and add kitchen to those 2 squares, and we're going to be good. And now he's out of solitary. Now he's probably locked up in the cell, isn't he? Oh, there he is. Horik has been put totally all alone up here in his own cell, and he's going to be locked up 6 hours because he had alcohol with him, and we don't take that lightly. No, we don't. This place is really anti-alcohol, okay? We don't like people that are drinking and popping those sodas. I'm going to expand this while I have some cash over. Mostly because we need to have the room for it, and we're going to need some place to put more offices and stuff, and I figured this could be a good wing for it. So that's good. I'm also planning on building a building right here. It's going to be a lot of cells. It's going to be like probably the less aggressive people because it's closer to the exit and stuff. But it's going to be close by water on the other hand, so I mean, that's the thing. It's an island with a tree. So all that's all good. It's going to be great. It's all raining and stuff. We're working our way towards getting more money in the system. And I think I'm just going to quick build again. We're going to put up the clone tool, and we're going to be like, hi. We take this entire thing and we push it right there. There we go. It's expensive, but it's worth it. I'm not sure if it's worth it or not, but we're going to put the cells in. I am considering if we could just build an area here with secondary area. I'm not going to take the cost right now, actually. We just need more prisoners so we have some money going. I also need start get parole and stuff like that going, so it's going to be great. I just think we need buildings. That's what we need. And maybe it's time for me to start pushing out some. Oh, yeah, I don't want to mix the walls too much. I like to have different sections like this. You know, just split up from each other, be able to control. And putting that there means that we can now put this building right here. It's going to cost me 10k. It's worth it. I'm doing it. It's great. Moneywells, we're expanding rapidly, getting more stuff in, getting more people involved. It's going to be awesome and stuff. Let's demolish these walls then. So there we go. And now we're going to be able to put in a new staff room for these people, so they don't have to run all the way over here and hang out. It's going to be way more efficient. And we're also going to soon have more cells going. We're going to have more offices. We're going to have we're going to be able to have a psychiatrist treating these people. It's going to be awesome. The psychiatrist, on the other hand, is actually a bit of a you know what? We're going to put the psychiatrist up here. This is going to be the psychiatrist's office, because he needs to be able to treat our prisoners from whatever they are suffering from. And yeah, that's going to be great. And we are pushing towards the 15 prisoners to have a functional cell block A going. And in the morning we're going to have the new intake of prisoners. It's going to be awesome. Since I'm not sure what I want to do with this, yeah, open the door. I'm going to, you know, let's make this a common room as well. And not everybody have to hang out in the same area. And I don't know what to do. It's just a waste of space. Space. It's a waste of space not having it. So going to be a phone room, basically. We can phone people. We're also going to have, like, a sofa. And maybe a bench, because, you know, why not? We're down to 12k again, and you know, that's a bit of a bummer, but it's going to be good, I promise. Now this wing is going to be staff only. That's the plan. So let's use staff only doors. It seems the fair thing to me. There we go. Staff door in. My workers, they have to have a lot to do. Always. But it's good. It's good to have them working and producing money for us. And I mean, we have almost 2k a day right now. So the Moneywells is doing what it's supposed to do. Producing money. And wells. Look at these enormous row of trucks coming in with stuff. It seems like our delivery zone is completely bunged out. You know what? In that case, we're going to need to have more space for deliveries, and I'm not going to hold back on that. Just go ahead. Add more deliveries. There's no reason for it to be hold off and hold back on everything. We need it to operate. We need to build. We need to expand. So this is officially like ready. I like that. You're going to have prison door. Prison door. It's going to be even more doors to keep track of, but it's going to be fine. I'm going to automate them, as I said before, as soon as possible, so that this place can work. But it's sort of menacing, being like being brought in here, and then you're going to be brought through the prisoner tunnel here. It's going to be like, you are now locked in, guy. So I think we can afford this. I'm going to put in a new guard. Actually, 2 new guards. It's going to be great. And we're going to do a small shakedown, because I haven't done that whatsoever, and I need to have a little checkup on stuff. It feels like we need to get stuff out of the system if needed. 2 hours for new prisoner intake. It's going to be awesome. Yeah, there's a lot of things they need to make a checkup on now, but it's great. Great to have a control of the situation. Oh, look at that. Look at Brindley. He already armed himself with a weapon. Really, Brindley, do you think that we wouldn't notice? Huh? I'm going to put you in for punishment of 12 hours in lockdown when you're coming out from solitary. Unacceptable. Alcohol is one thing. Weapons is a completely different thing. I'm going to be so much more relaxed when we have several more prisoners. It's going to be like, oh yeah, I don't really care. I had a weapon. I don't know, whatever. I don't know why you're going to have to look at these things. Like, no. You don't have to look at it. Damn it. Can't stop it. There's a stone there. Good to know. It also feels good that the person has, well, you know, we have early beginnings, and we don't really have anything dangerous going, so that's good. Feels like we're going to need more workers, because this is too slow. Really, it is. I can't handle it anymore. Guard, you deal with this place out here, so I get out of this place. The shakedown is coming along. That's good. This place is now operating. That's good. So that means we can start planning this place. Woo! So, I figure wall straight ahead. And then we can have like just offices. The offices needs to be how big again? I forget. Office needs to be 4x4. This should be 4x4, right? Yeah, this is 4x4. So we need to be 4. That's not 4, that's 3. There we go. So we have 3 more offices right here. Then we have this area here, and I want that to be a cleaning cupboard for personnel sec. Okay. Then we need a cleaning space for the prisoner area, and I think we might smash out this back, but for now it's going to be solitary, so why not? Oh, it's like on the phone being like, "Mama!" We're also going to need to put in laundry as soon as well. There's many things we need to do. Micromanagement. Can you remove a bit of the micromanagement, please? And the cleaning is the thing we need to do. And we need the health. There we go. Those needs to be put in. That took us down very low. And look what we found. Somebody's trying to smuggle in drugs in the place. Not acceptable, guys. Not acceptable. Now, take a break here for a second. I think we have new prisoners. Yes, we do. Look at this. Let's talk with you first, Duncan Dali. So Duncan Dali is 18 years old. Oh, you're so young, my friend. And he's sentenced 11 years for multiple crimes, including assault, and assault. So you're assaulting a lot. It seems to be your thing. It seems to be your stick. Well, I'm going to teach you to assault. I'm going to make you non-assault people. Believe me, Dudley, I'm going to deal with you. And we have John Gilmore. So he's sentenced 6 years for criminal damage. He damaged the criminal, apparently. And we have Pritchard. Tom Pritchard. It's not Picard, it's Pritchard. And he assaulted officer 2 times, and he's now serving 12 years. And he has previously served violent disorder, criminal damage, and kidnapping. Poor guy. He's going to have an awful time in our prison. I'm going to be really deciding on that. And John Gilmore, yeah, we already talked to you. You are not that interesting. Who are you? Garrett Venny. And 6 years for kidnapping. Before that, trafficking. I totally have no respect for traffickers. Be punished solitary 12 hours. Yeah, screw you. I don't like you. And we have Lucas Spanky Winters. He's 70 years old and also has a girlfriend named Sarah. He's loving her very much and he would do anything for her. His mother died giving birth and his father now took care of Luke. He was pretty happy with life which he lived. So, pretty nice life. Pretty great. But now he's sentenced 3 years for joyriding. He's 42 years old as well. He said he was 17, but now he's 42. So, yeah. But joyriding, assaulting an officer, vandalism, fraud, pre-jury. Yeah. You're going to have 3 years in Moneywells, Mr. Winter. So yeah, winter is coming. Well, thank you everybody. We are coming along a fair bit already, and I hope Moneywells is going to expand even more. I hope you've enjoyed this episode, and if you haven't, well, give it a thumbs down and tell me why, so I can make it better. That's how we do stuff, right? So, yeah, have a nice day. Do not do anything that would make you being sent to my prison, because that's going to be your biggest regret. My name's Dreamklub, and I'm out.